Hi, we're here for Guild War. We're up against Aelia, Aelia, My Precious, Nice Opie, Gambles, NY, Add Quack. That's an interesting Boolean operation if I ever snorted one. Levy the Great. Lowl, I rot. Fire Within. Snow VA Bear. And on their castle, the Great, Grate, Zuzu. Probably more like the Grate Zuzu. So, I was not even attacked in last Guild War. We had such a terrible showing in that it was almost all RNG, with the exception of this one. And in hindsight of this absolute atrocity, this embarrassment, I just rage unequipped all of our gear and put it onto Bihu. So now Bihu is counter penetration. That's the only way I could stop that, basically. It's the only way. What do you suppose we do about that bomb? I guess we could do it like, all right, the top lane's going to be the same old, you know how it is. The old shebang, the old toaster strudel. Pretty standard fare with that one as always. I've been trying to think, who should I gear in case Elena dies, like in the last Guild War where she just got instantly destroyed by Orwell. Although maybe the Elena might have one-shotted her with a ult. I don't think so though, but oh god, that was so stupid. I might just process that video just because of the absurd RNG that I faced into it. There probably was some gear disparities too, but the 15% and everything on top of it weren't very good. But I was thinking I should probably gear Edda, but I don't actually have the gear to make Edda work. So, unfortunate, but true. Alright, so very slow. I think this one here is going to be kind of the inverse of the last Guild War, unless we get brutalized by debt 15%, because this is definitely a fight here where we need to have a little bit of luck. Kind of like that, I suppose, yeah. Live by the RNG, die by the RNG. Place your bets, gentlemen. Do they survive? Pavel. Well, if the Aravi is halfway dead from Elena, probably not, right? Oh, she was close. She was actually semi-close. That's kind of totes scary. Totes. How do you even pronounce that? I've only ever seen that word used way back in the days when I read comments on Imager and I saw somebody say totes my goat or something like that. I just figured they were real big fans of Goatsy, very expansive individuals. Very much about broadening their horizons and all of that. I can absolutely appreciate that. We managed to knock the summer cereal all the way to the back of the bus. That's very dirty. Now, you see, if we had gotten 15% it, and had not stunned them, actually, I stood to lose this. Very much so. There's a good chance that his SBA would do more damage than mine does. Right? And then we would start getting stunned even more on top of it. So, that was an easy win, but RNG could have absolutely cost me that one. Oh, look at this top lane, that's disgusting. Like, this is just gross. Nobody wants to deal with that rubbish. Alright, so we've had some issues with these kinds of bottom lanes in the past. They're a little goofy, wouldn't you say? A little goofy. So I think what I want to do, I could try to tank this down. I mean, I could go the whole Dark Corvus thing, but I actually want to try something different from this. I've been doing this in Arena, and it's worked out quite well in Arena. I wanted to try it on here. Okay? Right. So, this top lane. It looks silly. Right? Like, it looks silly. Now, I am reckoning we just do the SPA thing with this group here. That's what I'm thinking. But at the same time, I'm a little wary about her because she could have effect resist. And while I do have effectiveness at a reasonable amount spread across these units, I don't have a tremendous amount of effect resist. And if she gets any turn off at all, she could do quite a lot of damage by removing basically everything instantly, because that's what she does. So I would be tempted to tank that down. It could be a case for us to show our qualities. He has such little effectiveness, though. He's like 50-something effectiveness on that cheesy, gross meme build. Don't tempt me, I might do it. I mean, if I had a bait, the thing is that she'd be just removing his shit all the time, right? Like, we kind of want a way to kill her right away. So that's why I'm thinking of doing it this way. The thing is that she does get a heal off. The damage reflect from her is quite... Like, this group can't sustain that at all, right? So it's kind of scary. We could do something slightly more meme-orific on this one. We could do something like Straz-Kun into... I was told the overflowing crit I have on Zahak is actually good against Senya. So he actually could be useful in that, maybe, but also probably not. I'm not going to try her against that, because I have to kill this one, basically. I have to hard nuke them down, or I have to kill her right away. You know, I could do Pavel against that. I don't have a source of armor break, however, without... You know what I actually want to do against that bottom... Nah, I guess I can't really do it. I was going to say SBA would be great against that, but... maybe not. I'm still thinking SBA might actually be good against this with a different composition, but I'm also thinking I might be able to do like Cerise, Straz, Pavel. It depends. If she has nuclear levels of fast, that obviously will not work, right? The other thing is that there's a good chance that Straz might be able to remove her buffs. It depends on what... Well, he needs to have higher attack. We don't have an attack buff source for him, though. That's kind of the rough spot about that. Sri So is not amazingly useful against this because she is blue. I was actually hoping I could gear up green Pavel again. If I had him geared up, he'd actually be quite good for this. But I don't have another fast AoE damage initiator other than those two. I don't really want to go Amit against this because she's so useless after a point, right? You could almost try to do it that way, except if they have immunity, it doesn't work. You could go in the double blitz. The ultimate YOLO. Ultimate YOLO. Azaria, Straz, Pavel. Do you believe? Are you a believer? I'm a believer. Fuck it. They're both like almost 250. Oh my god. Is this it? Is this the meme? the dream that lives. Well, there was no debuff application, so that was not nearly as effective as I had hoped. Alright, who dies? Wow! Wow! We don't need no debuffs. We don't need no armor break. I can't believe that worked. That was disgusting. That was one of the dirtiest things I have ever done in a guild war this year, I think. We actually got a bomb on Arrowwell, which is kind of surprising. Okay, here is something I'm really actually concerned about, is that I do not want to bump her ahead. That is actually a lose condition for me if that happens. So, we're actually going to use this on her, like that. Alright, we're going to try again. The 15% into the dual attack that almost killed her. If that had dropped a bomb, it would have killed her. Wow, that Arrowwell was really squished. 20,000 damage. Just shared all that damage. That was gross. That was actually gross. Alright, we're moving on to Harest V11. Look at this top lane. Look at the bottom lane. That's disgusting. I do not respect this. I find that gross. I can do Pavel things against that. We can't soul burn. We also might get screwed by him. So, I actually guess I can't really do this without Elena. I was gonna say I could try to do it with her and run the risk of people dying to a counter, but at the same time, it's like, who would I bring other than Pavel in that case? Straz is not a bad choice. If he survives, he definitely goes for him first, and then that will be absorbed by a... Yeah, I think that could work. I definitely think that can work, so long as she lives. Right? I definitely think that is viable. The bottom lane is sadly something I do not want to try to outspeed because it's... God, I hate her. This is disgusting. This is not something I ever want to look at ever in my life. It is so gross. It's awful. It's just wrong. It is just wrong. It's wrong. I mean, yes, I could try to do this against that and so on and so forth and yada. It's just wrong. It's just plain wrong. I don't like it. Thanks, I hate it. Am I gonna do it that way? Can I do it that way? You know, they might one-shot my Sirmia. Like, she might attack, they both counter, everybody in my group just instantly fucking dies, even with Roanna. That's very possible. Don't be shocked if that happens. Wow, that area is actually very, very similar to mine in speed. Quite similar. I'm pretty sure that their speed is very close to each other. She, however, does not have much effect resist, which is not very good for her. Okay. Alright. Well, Armor Break does have that effect on Aelia, yes, but I didn't think the Bellion would get so close to dying. Alright, so this will go on to Ran. No worries, no worries. Don't giggle at me, you asshole. I've lost enough groups to you. Well, an effort was made. Like I said, this guy's a piece of shit. He is an actual piece of shit. Oh, this one on the other hand is really slow. Like, she might not even have boots on. She's only like 250. I could have outsped this, but then like, what would I have done with that knowledge? Oh, whatever, go for her then. There it is. Instant. What a piece of shit. There's the next one. Look at that. Unhealable. Right through. Right through her buffs. This is already an absolute train wreck. You have no idea how bad it is. God, I hate fucking Rem and Mercedes. This group is really the stuff of nightmares. Look at this shit. Yeah, kill her. May as well use this before we get instantly killed. Well, she's... I hate this character so much. Instantly armor breaks Roanna. Seriously. Seriously. Instantly armor breaks Roanna. Briarowicz's Aelia died as she lived, on the edge of the YOLO. That was just disgusting. I hate those groups so fucking much. You bring basically the ideal counters to them, and you still take losses from them because you so much as piss in their general direction. That is what happens.